7 a.m. That's when the first Bernie Sanders supporters started showing up. Now, if you take a look at the room, it's pretty much empty now. But less than half an hour ago, over 3,000 people showed up to listen to Senator Sanders tell them why he's the man for the job. But take a look at this. This was 7 hours before the event even started, and already hundreds were packed into a room trying to ensure they got a good seat for the rally. Within hours, that crowd had already spilled out into the parking lot. We caught up with one of the first voters that showed up and asked him why he's feeling the burn.
I love him. I love what he says. And the crazy thing is, it's not even new ideas. This is what the base has been saying for the past 20 years. I'm just really happy that now finally someone's doing something about it.
Now, during the senator's speech, he attacked frontrunner Hillary Clinton on things such as minimum wage. Take a listen.
She wants to raise the minimum wage. That's good. But she wants to raise it to $12 an hour. Not enough.
Now we'll have much more from Sanders coming up in our 11 p.m. broadcast. Reporting live in Wilmington, Julian Sador, 47 ABC.
Thank you, Wilmington.
In an event that was planned in less than 24 hours, Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders was able to pack the Chase Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Officials say a crowd of over 3,000 listened to Sanders talk about his stance on things like distribution of wealth.
The truth is that today in America, the top 1/10 of 1%, not 1%, 1/10 of 1%, owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%.
The Vermont senator also took his shots at Democratic frontrunner, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, calling out her support of past trade agreements that the senator alleges only take manufacturing jobs away from the U.S. A point that Sanders got a huge response from: his stance on higher education, making public college and university free for all.
If the word gets out in this country that every kid, regardless of the income of his or her family, will be able to get a college education if they take their schoolwork seriously, we can revolutionize education in this country.
Clinton wasn't the only one Sanders took shots at, though. The candidate took his aim at the Waltons as well, the family that owns Walmart.
You know, the biggest welfare beneficiary in this country it's the Walton family. I say to the Walton family, get off of welfare, pay your workers a living wage.
According to salary website Glassdoor.com, the average salary of a non-managerial Walmart employee is around $10 an hour. As for what it will take for Sanders to overtake Clinton for the nomination, this is what those who were feeling the burn had to say.
I think it will be key for him to continue to pick up diverse support. I think he's been doing that more than the media would suggest.
These kind of campaigns where he's going to smaller states.
Delaware and Maryland's primary elections are Tuesday. Julian Sador, 47 ABC.
Pro-Trump? Anti-Trump.
When I say dump, you say Trump! Dump! Trump! Dump! Trump!
Both sides were heard loud and clear at Stephen Decatur High School in Berlin Wednesday evening. And with Donald Trump coming to the Eastern Shore, it's certainly not without controversy. To my left, we have anti-Trump. To my right, pro-Trump. And down the line, a divisive line of police officers. I talked to people from both sides of the equation to hear why they were out here voicing their concerns. Those against Trump held signs that read, "Love Trump's hate and build bridges, not walls." Those for Trump decked out in gear supporting their candidate. And despite the commotion, it remained peaceful.
We're not trying to tell anybody that they're wrong. We're mostly trying to be informative for people. We don't really want anyone to be mad at us for standing out here and being peaceful.
And Trump supporters wanted the Republican frontrunner to know their voice is being heard as well.
I am here to protest the protesters because I knew I could not get into the auditorium. But I want to be here. I want Donald to see that we have traveled this distance because we love the man. We think he is wonderful.
47 ABC caught up with some people who are admittedly against Trump but went into the rally to hear what he had to say. But as you can see in this Facebook video, they were kicked out and told 47 ABC they weren't given a reason. No matter which side of the Trump spectrum these people are on, with a presidential candidate on the Eastern Shore for the first time since Newt Gingrich, Donald Trump thought it was important for Delmarva to hear his message. And regardless of political affiliation, Delmarva wanted Trump to hear theirs. Colin Bradley, 47 ABC.
Well, it rained a lot last night and it rained a lot this morning, but the skies seem to open up and let the sunshine come in as over 8,000 packed Alumni Stadium here at Delaware State University. Now, as if getting a degree wasn't enough, these graduates were treated to something else. Vice President Joe Biden. On top of that, both Delaware State Senators Chris Coons and Tom Carper spoke. Carper warming up the crowd for Biden with some audience interaction.
Let me hear you say Joe. Let me hear you say Joe Biden. Let me hear you say Joe Obama.
Once Biden took the stage from Carper, the jokes continued. Biden poking fun that President Obama picked the wrong HBCU commencement to speak at.
He said, well, I'm going to Howard. I said, too bad. You're not going to Del State. That's where I'm going.
Biden also joking about rising tuition rates.
And the parents are saying, Biden, say something to justify this tuition.
But jokes weren't all the vice president came with. He did his part to let graduates know they can make a difference if they're just willing to work hard.
We have the power. You have the power, your generation, to bend history just a little bit.
A message graduates we spoke to say will stick with them way after graduation.
One thing that I took away from it was that no matter what you're going through, you can always keep going and push through and whatever.
Honestly, I just stay focused. Like, that's the main thing. And I went in with the mindset that a B represented failure, and that's not what I wanted. So I just went for it every semester, and God pretty much brought me through.
The graduates adding how thankful they were that the vice president took time to speak to them, and Biden making it clear he was happy to be there.
And class of 216, congratulations, you did it. You did it.
Of course, congratulations again to our class of 2016 graduates. Reporting at Delaware State University, the home of the Hornets, I'm Julian Sador, 47 ABC.